Welcome to this test match between England and India at Birmingham. The outcome is that India won the toss and they've elected to field. It'll be interesting to see if they've made the right decision as the match develops. I can see some rain clouds around the ground, so we might have a few interruptions today. Joining me in the commentary box for this match is Jim Maxwell. You had a look at the pitch a little earlier, Jim. What do you reckon?
Good morning, Richie.
Players are just emerging from the changing rooms and the crowd is giving them a decent reception. So let's take a look at the teams. England are about to start their innings. India are about to start their first innings. Giles is after that one. Fielded by the man at long on. There's the first runs of the day for India.
Really good running there by the batsman. That can in turn force mistakes by the fielding team as they come under pressure.
Caddick to bowl to Sehwag. Caddick to Sehwag. There it goes. Up and over and 4 runs. The crowd were brought to their feet by that shot.
That's a nice start to his innings. Should settle him down.
Sehwag facing. Caddick to Sehwag. Edged and safe.
Great ball. He'll be disappointed that a fielder wasn't there for it. England can't afford to give away that many runs.
Well, it seems to have started raining and umbrellas are going up around the ground. Wide ball signalled by the umpire. Chopra facing. Caddick is after it. Caddick out at long on. They've managed to get 3 out of that. Excellent running.
Well, it might be a cliche, but it does hold true. Good running between the wickets helps to win games.
He's gone. Caught by lovely catch. He's got a great pair of hands.
That was an important catch. He did very well to hang on to it.
Harmison gets his first wicket. Let's take a look at that in slow motion. Sehwag is making his way back to the pavilion. Dravid facing. That's a big hit. It's 6. Dravid absolutely smashed that for 6.
He really is very good straight down the ground.
Parmesan to Dravid. That's over the rope. 6 runs off Parmesan. He really struck that well.
He absolutely loves to play that shot. It's a big run scorer for him.
Parmesan to bowl to Dravid.
Yes.
An easy single there to Dravid. And the end of the over. Anderson is in pursuit, flicked off his legs.
Run, run, run.
That's 2 more runs on the board. Caddick at the start of his run-up. That's gone way into the stands. 6 runs. I hope the umpire has a spare ball with him.
That's the way to do it. Get to the pitch of the ball and hit straight through the line. 6 runs.
Caddick continues. That's cleared the infield. That was excellent footwork.
Well, it was in the air, but there's no one there. No risk.
Dravid waiting at the striker's end. That's over the rope. 6 runs off Caddick. Caddick won't like that at all.
The straight drive is his favourite shot, and it shows.
Caddick to Dravid. That's over the infield and racing away for 4.
The bowler needs to avoid giving away boundaries, so he must keep it tight.
Caddick continues. Oh, that's gone a long way. The 50 is up for India.
The bowler doesn't look too happy about it. There might be a little bit more in the next one.
"27 runs came from that over for India. It's high in the air. Caddick is chasing that one and safe.
Run.
The sweeper picks up. Two runs to Chopra. India have made a solid start to the match. Ouch, that must have hurt.
The batsman can't have any complaints about that. That's international cricket.
Parmesan continues. Giles is in pursuit.
Run. Yeah.
Picked up on the boundary by Giles. That really is a suicidal run out.
That early breakthrough will really get the bowler's tail to.
This was the end of the innings for Premveer. India, 2 down now for 57.
His team really needed more from him, so it's not good batting to get out now.
That's in the stands. 6 runs.
Excellent batting. Got himself to the pitch and struck it hard for 6.
Parmesan to bowl to Chopra. That's cleared the rope. 6 runs. Chopra has moved into the 20s and is starting to look far more relaxed.
That was a super shot. I really didn't think it was too bad a ball.
He's taken the aerial route there. 4 runs.
Well, that sends an early message to the bowlers, and they need to keep it tight.
Parmesan was expensive in that over.
That was an expensive over for England.
That's gone high in the air. And there's a fielder under it.
Well held. It must have stung his hands coming down from that height.
Caddick gets his first wicket. This was how the wicket fell. So then, that's the end of Tendulkar.
He's back in the pavilion with a big round 0 to his name.
That's gone for 4 byes.
That's poor wicket keeping. 4 byes, a real gift to the batting team.
Ganguly waiting at the striker's end. Caddick continues. He's got hold of that one out of the ground. Well, that nearly joined us up here in the commentary box.
The bowler can't believe it, but it is out of the ground. 6 runs.
Caddick to bowl to Ganguly. Caddick to bowl to Ganguly. Just 1 run and the end of the over. There it goes. Giles is chasing that one. Giles couldn't quite reach it. It's straight at Giles. Another run to Ganguly. Parmesan continues. That's over the rope. 6 runs off Parmesan.
Well, he used his feet brilliantly there and lifted it high over the boundary.
Parmesan to Chopra. Great shot by Chopra.
He played that shot perfectly.
Harmison continues. That's edged and out. Straight in. No problem with that. You wouldn't expect to miss those.
Well done, the fieldsman. He really backed up the bowler's effort.
Harmison gets his second wicket. This was how the innings ended for Chopra. Chopra is making his way back to the pavilion.
That's a shame. I was enjoying watching him bat, but I imagine his captain will be even more disappointed.
That's cleared the boundaries. 6 runs. That moves the score into 3 figures for India.
Another one of those, and this bowler could be out of the attack.
17 runs were picked up from that over by Laxman. That's over the rope. 6 runs off Haddock. Ganguly absolutely smashed that for 6.
Well, you can't set fields for shots like that. That's brilliant.
That's in the air, but it's 4 runs.
What a good placement. No one at home, over the top for 4.
Ganguly waiting at the striker's end. Four byes to be added to the total.
4 byes. The keeper won't be pleased about that.
Caddick to bowl to Ganguly. The umpire is signalling byes.
You can't afford to give the batting team gifts like that. 4 byes don't look good on the scorecard.
Caddick to Ganguly. That could be a very painful blow.
The bowler's really giving him a hard time out there. That must have hurt.
Caddick continues. Four wides to India.
That was a poor piece of bowling. They can't afford to give away runs like that.
Ganguly facing. Ooh, that looked quite nasty.
That was an excellent bouncer. The batsman didn't look at all comfortable.
17 runs came from that over. Harmison to begin a new over. That won't please the wicket-keeper.
4 byes. That'll go down as a mistake by the keeper.
Laxman waiting at the striker's end. Clark is not going to reach that. Super shot by Laxman.
He picked that ball up beautifully. The bowler will have to be careful not to put the ball in that area again.
Shot. That is beautifully played. That takes his score to 14.
The bowler needs to avoid giving away boundaries, so he must keep it tight.
Harmison to bowl to Laxman. Four more to Laxman. Laxman was very quickly onto that one.
Lovely shot. It raced away to the fence for 4.
Harmison to Laxman. That's gone for 4 byes.
You can't afford to give the batting team gifts like that. 4 byes don't look good on the scorecard.
Laxman facing. That's in the stands. 6 runs. This has been a vital partnership for India.
The straight drive is his favourite shot, and it shows.
That over cost 36 runs.
England need to keep it tighter than that.
He's gone over the top with that, and it looks like 4 runs. He certainly saw that one early.
Well, with that timing early in his innings, he'll just gain so much confidence.
Caddick continues. That is an excellent catch.
That was a really good effort by the fielder. He did well to cling on to it.
Caddick gets his 2nd wicket. This was the end of the innings for Ganguly. Ganguly goes for 22.
His captain won't be happy with him getting himself out like that.
There it goes. Harmison is after that one, but it'll drop safely. Harmison reaches it before it crosses the boundary. Up and over, and 4 runs. Picked up very early by Patel.
Well, that sends an early message to the bowlers, and they need to keep it tight.
Patel has said no to another run. Laxman waiting at the striker's end. Well, that'll beat the fielder. He found the gap with precision.
Really good shot there. Nicely timed and picked the gap perfectly.
Caddick continues. That's over the rope. 6 runs off Caddick. He smashed that a long way.
The bowler can't believe it, but it is out of the ground. 6 runs.
17 runs came from that over by Caddick.
His skipper won't be too pleased with him after that over.
Well, that'll certainly beat the fielder into the fence. Harmison is not impressed.
He really needs to concentrate on line and length right now to keep the runs down.
Patel facing. He's really given that a whack. 6 runs. That takes him into double figures.
Well, he used his feet brilliantly there and lifted it high over the boundary.
That's cleared the rope. 6 runs. Patel moves on to 19.
Excellent batting. Got himself to the pitch and struck it hard for 6.
Harmison continues. That's over the rope. 6 runs off Harmison. Patel used his feet and smashed it for 6.
He hardly seemed to hit it, but it's gone for 6.
There it goes. That's cleared the infield. He came down the pitch and smacked it for 4.
He hit that over the field superbly.
And the end of the over. The umpire is signalling byes.
4 byes. The keeper won't be pleased about that.
Caddick to bowl to Laxman. That gets away.
Unlucky. That was a fine piece of bowling, if only it had gone to a fielder.
Clark is not going to reach that.
Oh, great shot. That was 4 from the moment it left the bat.
Laxman facing. That won't please the wicket-keeper.
That's poor wicket-keeping. 4 byes, a real gift to the batting team.
Caddick to Laxman. India are about to start their innings. Harmison to bowl to Chopra. 2 for 34. Giles continues. That's cleared the boundary. 6 runs. That's the first runs of the day for Tendulkar.
Great strike. It looked like 6 the moment he struck it.
Giles to bowl to Tendulkar. There it goes, right out of the ground. Tendulkar moves into double figures with those runs.
The bowler doesn't look too happy about it. There might be a little bit more in the next one.
Tendulkar waiting at the striker's end. That's over the rope. 6 runs off Giles. The 50 is up for India.
Another one of those, and this bowler could be out of the attack.
18 runs were picked up from that over by Tendulkar.
That was an expensive over for
England.
Caddick to Dravid. Over the top and away for 4. Super shot by Dravid.
His straight driving is perfect at times.
Dravid facing. It's high in the air. He goes over the top.
Run!
He absolutely loves to play that shot. It's a big run scorer for him.
Caddick continues. Dravid facing. That's a big hit. It's 6. We were diving for cover with that one.
He's always looking for that shot. It's a really strong point for him.
Four byes to be added to the total.
4 byes. That'll go down as a mistake by the keeper.
12 runs came from that over for India.
England need to keep it tighter than that.
Giles continues. Giles to Tendulkar. There it goes. And there's a fielder under it.
Straight down the fielder's throat. The batsman will be kicking himself.
Giles gets his second wicket. Let's take a look at that in slow motion. Tendulkar makes his way back to the dressing room. That's over the rope. 6 runs off Giles. Ganguly absolutely smashed that for 6.
That was a super shot. I really didn't think it was too bad a ball.
That's out of the ground.
What an effortless shot. Brilliant.
Giles to bowl to Ganguly. That's over the rope. 6 runs off Giles. Giles won't like that at all.
Well, you can't set fields for shots like that. That's brilliant.
That over cost 14 runs.
England can't afford to give away that many runs.
Thorpe is after that one. Thorpe out there in the deep. Another 2 for Premveer. Premveer waiting at the striker's end. That's straight up in the air. A great take by Clark.
That was moving pretty quickly and he did well to cling onto it.
Anderson gets his first wicket. This was how the innings ended for Premveer. Premveer has gone for 42.
That's poor batting. He lost his concentration and paid for it with his wicket.
Giles is in pursuit. Collected by Giles. He's cleared the infield. 4 runs. Looks in good form out there.
That's a nice start to his innings. Should settle him down.
Laxman facing. Anderson to bowl to Laxman. The bowling figures for Anderson: 1 overs, 0 maidens, 1 for 4.
India have a lot of time to play with, so they don't need to take any risks. They should get themselves in before they start playing extravagant shots.
Giles to Ganguly. That's a big hit. It'll go all the way. He smashed that a long way.
It doesn't really matter if it goes in the air if you hit it that far.
It's gone way into the stands. 6 runs. India move on to 104.
He smashed that a long way. Great to watch for the neutral, but the bowler won't be too happy.
That's over the rope. 6 runs off Giles. India have taken their total on to 110.
The fielder just watched it. Going, going, going.
He's got hold of that one. Out of the ground. India move on to 116.
Exciting stuff. He took a risk, but was well rewarded as the ball disappeared over the fence.
That's a fantastic strike. India have taken their total on to 122.
The bowler can't believe it, but it is out of the ground. 6 runs.
And the end of the over.
That was an expensive over for
England.
There it goes. He's taken the aerial route there. 4 runs. India move on to 126.
He picked that up nicely, and it's got him 4.
Laxman waiting at the striker's end. Six. India have taken their total on to 132.
Excellent batting. Got himself to the pitch and struck it hard for 6.
Anderson to Laxman. There it goes. Up and over and 4 runs. India move on to 136.
He hit that over the field superbly.
Anderson to bowl to Laxman. Anderson continues. Four bowlers have now been used by Vaughan.
That wasn't a very good over at all. Far too expensive.
That's over the rope. 6 runs off Giles. Ganguly has scored 50 off 10 balls.
He hardly seemed to hit it, but it's gone for 6.
Ganguly facing. That must be close. He's out.
Not a difficult decision for the umpire.
Giles gets his 3rd wicket. This was the end of the innings for Ganguly. Ganguly scored 54 runs from 11 balls.
He can be happy with that knock. He played really well.
There it goes. Anderson is underneath it and takes it comfortably.
Very safely taken. Soft hands, that's what's important.
Giles has taken 4 wickets now. This was how the wicket fell. Patel goes for a duck.
Well, it wasn't the longest innings ever, and certainly not the highest score in the world.
There it goes. That was really well judged. It went a long way up.
That went up miles. It had snow in it by the time it came down.
Giles gets his 5th wicket. Let's see the action replay of that. India are 7 down now for 142.
Well, he certainly wasn't out in the middle for very long.
There it goes. Clark is underneath it and takes it comfortably.
He kept his concentration really well. He had a long time to think about that before it came down.
Giles gets his 6th wicket. This was the end of the innings for Khan. Khan is out first ball.
That's an extremely long walk when you've been dismissed for a duck.
Oh, big shout for that one. The umpire raised his finger and he's out.
That was a good decision by the umpire under a lot of pressure.
Giles gets his 7th wicket. This was how the innings ended for Nehra. Well, that about wraps it up now.
He's not very happy with the umpire's decision, and I can understand why.
6 runs came from that over.
There's plenty of time left for them to get the run, so they don't need to take any risks.
Anderson continues. Anderson to Laxman. Laxman waiting at the striker's end. Stopped by Hussain. Anderson continues. Laxman facing. It's in the air. Clark is after that one, but it'll drop safely. Clark out at long off. India have taken their total on to 143. A very good over. Only one off it in the end. Giles to bowl to Laxman. Giles to Laxman. In the air and gone.
That was an important catch. He did very well to hang on to it.
Giles has taken 8 wickets now. We can have a look at that again.